What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Breaking the Mold. I'm Mike Bellardi, your host. Today we are here with one of our good friends from Straylight Run, John Nolan. John, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Yeah, thanks.
All excited. You're here. Well, John, we see you in a much different light this year. We've seen you, from different towering successes, including with Straylight Run, a little smaller of an angle, and now you're tackling on a solo project. What brought this on?
Well, I guess I had just been working on some songs in between touring with Straylight Run, and I was kind of exploring more of a different direction than I had in the past, and Straylight Run had kind of started making an effort to focus our sound a little bit more in a specific direction. For a long time, from album to album, songs would go in a variety of different directions, and it seemed like it made sense to kind of focus a little bit more on both sides. So for this project, I kind of put the focus more on kind of experimenting at home with recording, and kind of taking some acoustic numbers and messing around with arrangements, and then Straylight Run went in more of a kind of a upbeat, sort of like piano-driven rock kind of direction, and so that was pretty much what got it going. And
it came out so beautifully. You decided to release an album. Height, I believe it's called, on October 27th. You actually released it a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
And how is your fan base? How has the response been with that album?
It's been good as far as I can tell. It's always hard to tell for sure, because people generally don't come up to you and tell you when they don't like something. So there's always somebody telling you that what you're doing is really good, which is nice, but it's hard to get a realistic judgment of the reaction. But.
And what was your overall goal with this album? Was it more like to bring you out into more of a solo artist's style, or would you say that you had a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion just thrown into this record that you really wanted to show everybody outside of Straylight Run?
Basically, the goal was to try to get back to this feeling that I used to have when I would record at home, before I was ever really, in a band that anybody knew about or cared about. Just that feeling of being at home and messing around on my 4-track and kind of just having fun with writing and recording. And that was basically the goal of it. It was more fun and just kind of a laid back atmosphere while recording than anything else.
And laid-back atmosphere. It was actually recorded in your home in Kansas, correct?
That is true, yes.
Now, that brings me up to a question, because originally you are from Long Island, right?
Yes, that's true.
How did you end up in Kansas?
Well, my wife is from about 2 hours away from where we live now, and we lived on Long Island together for a few years, and there, it's definitely there's definitely financial factors involved. You can live in Lawrence, Kansas, and own a house and still play music, and and not have to work a day job or a real job. So that factored into it. I'd always loved Lawrence from going there on tour. We've been there a lot over the years, and I really got to know the town, and we know some people who live there, and it just seemed like it seemed like the right time for we needed a change, and it seemed like the way to go.
You really, really enjoyed out there.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's a great little college town. It's got a lot of personality and a lot of history. It's a really it's an interesting place, and it's laid back, and it was very nice. A nice change of pace from Long Island, which can be kind of obnoxious and ridiculous place to live sometimes.
Every now and then I could see that. Now, on the album, actually, you had someone who also co-produced it with you, Mike Sapone, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And he also did some of the drum tracks. How was it? I mean, how was it working with him? I assume you worked with him in the past.
Yeah, I've worked with him actually on and off for like the past 8 or 9 years. So yeah, I've gotten to know him very well over the years. But it was really cool because yeah, like I said, I did a lot of the recording at home, and it was pretty lo-fi. And I mean, I guess it is still pretty lo-fi, but basically he was into getting involved in the project, and I just gave him all of my recordings, and he kind of like then just added his own thing to it. He played a few different instruments, just added some things and added drum tracks around like a lot of the electronic drum beats that I had done, and just kind of brought it to a whole nother level. And yeah, it was really cool to just kind of like work on this for a while at home and then ship it off to him, and then have this whole new layer added to it. It was cool.
Must have been really exciting, like seeing something that you sent away. I mean, with like the way music is these days, people can build an album from different parts of the nation or the world for that matter. And it must be really cool to like send your album away, a couple states away, and have it come back as something totally different. Am I right?
Yeah, it was great. I actually was only in his studio for 1 day of the entire project, so it was all just kind of long distance. It's really cool, futuristic craziness.
Well, John, thank you for being with us. We're going to take a small break right now, and we may also have a small live performance from John. So don't touch that dial. You're watching Breaking the Mold.